but I like the direction.
Hi everyone. It's Antonio
Hi,
Bellecci
everybody.
here, and welcome to the first joint AMA session with Changelly and BC Vault in the hot seats. We are very excited to be hosting today's AMA session and can't wait to fire those questions out. Warm welcome to Mr. Eric Benz, the CEO of Changelly. And please let me introduce the BC Vault COO Dima and CTO Alan. Let's hear some brief intros from our AMA speakers.
Hey everyone, I'm the CEO of Changelly. Obviously, everybody knows Changelly. We've been around for going on over 5 years now, and we couldn't be more excited to obviously be in a position of such great, strength. And obviously, the company has grown further than any of us would have ever imagined. But Changelly, for those of you that don't know, is a non-custodial instant cryptocurrency exchange, which means that no users' funds are placed in the service. We act as an intermediary between crypto exchanges and users, and offering access to over 160 currencies. Our mission is to make the exchange process effortless, easy, simple, efficient, and basically allow a portal or a platform for anybody, including their grandmothers, to invest in cryptocurrency. Our mission and the process that we've taken over the past 5 years now has obviously, really transformed not only the ecosystem, but the actual concept of what cryptocurrencies can do for individuals as well as companies. Changelly itself provides 24/7 live support. We were one of the first communities to do so. And really that support and customer engagement and communication that we have with our partners is really what provides the service that everybody loves and enjoys so much, including, of course, BC Vault.
Awesome. Thanks. Dima, you'd like to continue on?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's a tough act to follow after Eric. We don't have as long as a history as Changelly does, nor are we as well known as Changelly, but we're working on this. So BC Vault is a hardware cold wallet. It looks like this. So this is the actual unit. We have integrated Changelly Swap API within native interface, which allows our users to instantly perform exchange of digital assets without compromising the security. So BC Vault stands out as a ultimate solution for to secure digital assets. The private keys are encrypted and stored in a state-of-art storage that features ferroelectric RAM, that has a retention cycle of over 200 years. The device has U2F functionality, has a built-in micro SD card backup, a gyro sensor to generate seed. And as many of you know, most of the cold wallet manufacturers claim to be unhackable or never been hacked. So to do this without skipping facts, we came up with something called Bounty Wallet. This means that each and every device that we ship to our customers has a wallet that has Bitcoin in it, and the address is public. The keys are encrypted in the same way that user wallets are encrypted. And if somebody manages to hack any one of our devices, it will immediately become public knowledge because the address is public. And I can't claim to or take credit for this feature because Alan, our CTO, came with this genius idea, and I hand over to him.
By the way, before Alan speaks, I just want to say to all of you guys that the wallet, the hardware wallet that you personalized and bespoke for me, where you engraved my name, Eric Benz, CEO of Changelly, beautiful. I love it. I use it. I think it's a wonderful product. And now I want Alan to explain just how this thing has been created, because it's beautiful. I mean, who doesn't want to hold their value, or who doesn't want to keep their money safe in such a nice wallet? I mean, it's really something special. And everybody that I show, everybody that sees it is really impressed by it. So, Alan, sorry to interrupt, but go ahead.
Thank you, Eric. Nice warm welcome from Slovenia, and I can only that on top of that, that I totally agree. The main problem of blockchain space and crypto space for sure is how to use it. It can be difficult, it can be complicated for the user, and our main purpose as with Changelly is to make it really easy even for the grandmas, as Eric said. So right now, if you wanna spend, get, receive crypto, you can do it easy, and you can do it inside the application you are already familiar with. When you're using the wallets, you can exchange all the currencies through Changelly consistently without any problem, without any issue, because you will know that whenever something happens, you can always contact BC Vault support or Changelly support 24/7, and we are here to help you out.
Nice one. Thank you, Dima. Thank you, Alan. And thanks, Eric, for being here at today's AMA. Something a little off topic, yet a bit on topic. For everyone who's watching the live stream right now, it's time to send us your questions in the comments to win 4 prizes of $50 in Ethereum. Do include your Twitter or Facebook IDs to identify the winners. Please note the best question will win an ultimately secure customizable hardware wallet from the BC Vault team. Yeah, and be sure to keep watching the AMA until the end, because we are going to announce today's winners later on during the session. Well, enough chitter. Let's get the AMA started. So, let's start. At Crypto Chiller asked BC Vault and Changelly, what is your thought on Changelly's proposal to equip at BC Vault hardware wallets with its instant swapping solution? And how do you think this would enhance the mass adoption and improve BC Vault functionality? Let's start with Dima, then Eric.
All right. So our partnership has two major, or addresses two major important issues. First, users remain in complete control of their assets. So all transactions are done within of secure within of security of their cold wallets that they hold, that they own a physical device. Second is the Changelly's functionality allows us to execute transactions or exchanges using best exchange rates that Changelly parses on top exchanges and allows user to get best rate available on the market. We can actually demonstrate how it works right now.
So we'll just have a short look in the video to see how the exchange itself happens. So as you can see, you just select the Changelly exchange pair. You type in how much you would like to exchange, select the currency. You can even increase the fee you are paying because you want to do it quicker, for example. But of course, BC Vault will take care of that. And in that example, we'll, for example, show you that you're paying unusually high fee. So don't pay 2 million fees as happened before, right? So once you put through the wallet of your password, you put through everything, you will get a summarized transaction information where you will see exactly what you are doing, from which wallet you are sending to which wallet, how much that will cost, and how much you will get. Of course, Changelly offers you a fixed rate and a floating rate, and you can always decide what you would like. And then again, you have to confirm that on the device itself, where you can see the device will tell you that this is a verified request from Changelly servers, and you are confirming what you are trying to do. And of course, once you send the transaction through Changelly, you will get the complete information about it. So who sent it, to whom it sent it, and you will also see additional exchange ID. So if there is any point at all that you have to contact Changelly about something, just give them this exchange ID and they will immediately know what was happening from which wallet to which wallet. And then again, some blockchains do work faster, some do slower. So for example, Ethereum is quite fast. So we will see that we are exchanging to Litecoin, and Litecoin right now did not yet receive the amount because, well, it takes a couple of minutes to be processed by blockchain itself. So it's not BC Vault, it's not Changelly you are waiting on. Actually, you have to change on blockchain. And with Bitcoin, that can take up to 10, 20 minutes, no problem, because, well, each block is processed in 10 minutes. But once the exchange will be done, you will see inside the wallet software itself that this was an actual exchange you have done. It will not be displayed like you received money from somebody. You will see the exactly same details that you have exchanged money to Litecoin, and you have exchanged it from Ethereum, and you will have the statement of who you have done at the point in history forever, so you can be sure that this information will not be lost. So it's that easy. You just take your wallets. You cannot make a mistake by copy and paste because you just select the wallet and select the other wallet. Of course, you can send money to anybody else, and that's it. Everything else is done as magic behind with Changelly servers and infrastructure.
Awesome.
I think it's perfect. I'll say this again and again and again and again. Simplicity, efficiency, transparency is exactly what everybody needs. I mean, without it, what do we have? Nothing. If we can't make things simple enough for users to experience and to adopt and to implement into their daily activities, what's the point? So, having partners like BC Vault who are making cryptocurrencies tangible and real is a real testament to exactly where this ecosystem is heading and how the adoption is taking place. Because before, when I was much younger, of course, but before, in the beginning of crypto, there is no such thing as tangibility. It was this digital code that nobody knew how to extract, or nobody knew how to operate or hold or acquire or secure. And, it's really wallets and especially hardware security wallets that are making crypto tangible and safer to use, which are going to make it possible to implement into our daily lives and routines. And without it, the adoption, that mass adoption scale and that curve just won't take place. So thank you, BC Vault. And it's wonderful to have you guys showcase this. And I'm very excited for the partnership we have, because I think with your knowledge and your experience and your product, you'll be able to take that to another level. And we're happy to provide that technology and support behind the scenes in order for your customers and users to be able to take advantage of that.
Awesome.
Thank you, Eric.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Very nice words, Eric. Very nice words. Great. And on to our next question. At George Owenate asks Changelly, what is the next cryptocurrency exchange going to look like? Have you thought into it?
The future of cryptocurrency exchanges. Well, as we all know, the exchange atmosphere is very saturated. There's a lot of exchanges that are popping up here, popping up there, and it's a very confusing narrative for a customer. Where do they go? What do they use? It's quite daunting. When you create an exchange account, when you register your details and you trust a platform, it's very difficult to get that customer user to go anywhere else. In my opinion, the exchange experience for customers is actually one that is going to really play on the narrative of efficiency, simplicity, transparency, cost. People are getting smarter. Users and customers are having more options. So exchanges need to get their act together, and they need to provide an infrastructure and a platform that allows these users to almost operate this exchange as if they were operating any mobile banking app that they have on their phone. So, playing into the mobile narrative, playing into the social narrative, and giving customers and users an ability to trade and acquire and store crypto in a much more efficient and easier and cost-effective manner is the future of exchange. And obviously, we have a lot going on at Changelly, and we'll be making some announcements over the coming few weeks or so. I'm still under embargo, unfortunately, and so is Lulu. So we can't talk about the new product launch that we'll be doing, but I would like to say that it will be an immense benefit and an add-on to the current product offering that we service both our partners as well as customers, and I'm very excited for what's to come. And a lot of that really plays into the frustrations that have been born into the whole exchange experience. Obviously, Changelly has simplified that to a T, but we are going to take that even further. And I'm excited for you to show both our partners and customers in the weeks to come. Antonio, don't say anything.
No. Hi, Lulu. Hey. Nice, Eric. Thanks. So, at Aref9KB asked BC Vault, what differences do you have from BC Vault wallet compared to other wallets? Can you explain to us the features of BC Vault to be better understood?
Well, I'll try to answer that and not do it in like 1 hour, so I'll just keep it really short. Well, first of all, the thing is we tried to be really innovative. We didn't do anything as our early competitors did. We went back to the drawing board, asked ourselves what's the biggest problems that current crypto wallets are facing, what can we do different, what can we do better, and we come up to the conclusion that one of the biggest things we want to go different on is handling of BIP39 seed words. BC Vault doesn't use BIP39. So yes, some people might say that's a drawback because you cannot restore the backup of BC Vault on any other device. But then again, with BC Vault, you do control your private keys. So whatever happens, you can always export raw private keys in case of major catastrophe or something else. So why did we throw away BIP39 and went on completely different course? Well, there are two fundamental issues we identified from the perspective of the user. So the first one is with BIP39, all your wallets are interlinked forever, meaning that if you will create a wallet in next 6 months or even 5 years, this wallet will be linked to your 24 words. This means that you have to be extra careful that you didn't by mistake show these 24 words to anybody, because he might just be silent and wait for opportunity that you will do a wallet in the future and strike and gain access to this wallet then. We didn't like that. So with BC Vault, you can create practically unlimited number of wallets that are totally interlinked, and you can, of course, delete them. So you create a wallet, you can delete it, use it just for one thing. You can create another wallet, and it will be not linked whatsoever. Of course, one of the drawbacks is you will have to use different kind of backup. And this is why we had to come up with a backup on micro SD card, and additionally to QR codes on paper, which are, of course, fully encrypted. So with BC Vault, when you do the backup, it's fully encrypted. Anybody can see the backup. They can't use it because you need additional stuff to unlock it. And these are, for example, two major different things that BC Vault does to any other wallet compared. So we didn't follow the stigma, whatever other wallet said was perfect, because 90% of them do things approximately on the same way. We just choose the other path. We said, no, we're gonna take all the knowledge that was gathered in between the time when the early adopters or early challengers created the hardware to store crypto, and the point where we could learn from their mistakes and make it better.
Thank you very much, Alan. Thank you for that. I'm getting some greetings coming our way from @Paziamor02. Hi, and then Asta Garg. Thank you very much for following on to the AMA. Hello. Another question going forward. @CryptoDick3 for Changelly. If we look about crypto transaction trading, then there is much security privacy issues. Also, crypto has major reputational problems due to 8% scams. How do you deal with such a problem? Eric?
So yeah, sorry, I just plugging in my charger. Just give me one second. I have to turn on the switch, otherwise it will die.
No worries. No worries.
There's a lot going on your end.
Oh yeah, totally,
Typical Eric.
totally. Well, it's a crypto cafe and a pet lounge. So I bring my dog and I get to trade and I get to do some work. So it's perfect. Um, so just to go to the question, and Antonio, can you just repeat that quickly?
Sure, of course. So at Crypto Dick 3 for Changely, if we look about crypto transaction trading, then there is much security privacy issues. Also, crypto has major reputational problems due to 80% scams. How do you deal with such a problem?
Well, obviously,
Eric?
KYC, AML practices are an extremely important part of the business. In order to obviously provide an efficient and a secure service, we need to always make sure that we're interacting and existing with like-minded people, professionals, and real people. I mean, you know, obviously with crypto being so young as an industry, there's always going to be those bad actors or people that are going to try and game the system or want to take advantage of certain aspects of what crypto can provide. But at the end of the day, you know, this is a maturation process both for an individual as well as for the companies. And the technology is moving so fast that we now have ways to monitor behavior, use AI and other types of tools in order to really, you know, in order to really identify who are good actors and who are bad actors, what is proper and what is not proper, how to implement that process and provide a secure atmosphere in order for people to actually feel comfortable and trust interacting with said platform or exchange or wallet. So, you know, it is a very big trial and error, and it has been over the past 5 years. But the benefit of being around for so long that we've been able to almost, you know, perfect the way in which we provide that service to our customers. Hence the reason of us being so large and growing more and more every day, because people trust the fact that we are, you know, providing such a great service, such a trusted service. The brand itself is something that they've seen for a while. So at the end of the day, getting customers to obviously deposit their funds or move their money or use a technology or whatever, they're always going to want to use something that they obviously trust and register with. It's like your bank. It's like your bank account. Are you going to just change your bank account like a snap of a finger or open 10 bank? No, you want to use your bank account because you trust your bank account. You wake up every day and you know you're going to have to pay fees because it's your bank account. I mean, you trust them. If there's a problem and your money disappears from your bank account, you call them and they take it back. They put it back in with the numbers, right? If there's a problem, they fix it. You want the same type of service from a platform or the business or people that you interact with, and that's exactly what we do at Changelly.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you for that. The next question, at Baycodsan_Tui for BC Vault. Can you tell us about the security of BC Vault? What are some of the security features incorporated into the wallet to make it highly secure and safe to use?
Well, I'll try to answer that too. And as funny as it might seem, one of the biggest features is also literally the biggest. It is the display. You know, with crypto, it's really, really, really important you pay notice of the addresses that you are using. Those are really long strings with a lot of letters and numbers, and if you make a mistake with the numbers and letters, or if a rogue actor just switches the address, you might not notice it if there's no big display. Obviously, it didn't take us a long to come up with that idea, so you know, it's a big screen, right? So what else? Yeah, I already mentioned the backups are encrypted. So you have to take care that you have an easy way to do backups, because you can destroy device, you can lose device, you can misplace the device. You would have to have a lot of backups. So if you have a lot of backups which are still encrypted with whatever global password, global PIN did you use, you can distribute them. You can put one with your parents, with your sister, have 5 at home and 2 at the workplace or whatever, and you can be totally confident that those backups will be available to you once something bad happens. And then there are a lot of under the hood things that might not be even visible to the user, but are really, really important. And let me notice one with USB communication, since BC Vault uses USB communication cable to work with computer. Whatever computer says and asks the device, and obviously device is the one that signs the request with your private keys, the computer will always check that this is what the computer requested. Why? Because there are 2 points of intrusion. Well, one is your computer and one is your device. So if your computer does bad things, you see everything on display. So what you are signing, meaning sending money, right, is gonna be on the display. Carefully check the display. But what if somebody did something to your device? So if your computer is okay and you send a request to the device, then again, the computer will check if the sender, the receiver, the amount, and everything else signed coming back from the device is actually what you requested. So there's a lot of things as that we did actually think about and implemented in our product, but are maybe not even visible to the user. And for example, additional one is you can name the wallets, right? You can have names of the wallets. You will see names of the wallets even when you restore the backup. Why? Because some wallets might be used for one purpose, some for the other. And in terms of security, you better know which wallet is which. Now imagine you have 50 wallets, you restore a backup, and you have no clue which wallet is which because you just see the long addresses. So it might not seem as security in the first place, but it is linked to security. And one of the most important things at all built into the BC Vault in terms of security is a gyro sensor. There is a gyro sensor in this device which you have to use when you initialize the device to generate a truly random number that is used as a seed to generate your wallets. So you can really be sure that every single wallet address generated by BC Vault is totally unique. It's not linked to your device. It's not linked to you personally. Never. It's totally random depending on how you shook the device by the initialization stage. So that's just a really short look into the security model of BC Vault.
Thanks, Alan. Great security, great innovation. And we're also getting a greeting from Samuel Oyanda for BC Vault, saying hello.
What's up, Sam?
So, guys, on to the next question. At 10x, 10_easy for both BC Vault and Changelly. What's your outlook on the future of cryptocurrencies in the next few years? What can we do to keep increasing adoption? Let's start with Eric.
Well, I mean, my outlook for the next few years, let me just pull it up for you. I'm going to show you something quickly. This might look familiar, so I hope that everybody's paying attention. But does that seem about right?
Yeah, going to the moon.
So, obviously we're in this huge transitional period right now. The technology has been in a huge maturation process and growth for the past decade or so. The adoption rate is growing. It's still not where it needs to be. Where it once was an amoeba, now it's the size of a flea. And hopefully it will become the size of a bee, and then it will become the size of a dog, and the dog will become the size of a horse, et cetera, et cetera. So, we still have a long way to go, but the benefit here is that everything is moving at the speed of light. So what once took 10, 15, 20 years to expand and to adopt and to implement and to use on a mainstream basis is now 1, 2, 3 years. So, but in the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to see some massive implementation, adoption, growth, and actual services that people are going to take that people are going to take advantage of, and it's exciting to see. I myself am still shocked every day after being in this space for over 8 years, like seeing people or locations or restaurants or whatever, adopting crypto and using it as a method of payment, and finding different solutions to solve some of their friction points in their business. And those things are, and the adoption and the knowledge base is growing exponentially. So get ready and get on this horse because it's going fast.
Awesome. And yourself, Dima?
Yeah, Eric, I completely agree with your point. In fact, most recently, when somebody asks me what my outlook for price of Bitcoin is, I'm struggling because I don't measure it as a US dollar Bitcoin pair, because US dollar, well, personally, I actually shorted US dollar index since they started printing so much money. And I mean, generally, I strongly believe in decentralized governance, especially when it comes to financial instruments. As most of you know, most countries, especially US, is free to print as much money as they want without, it doesn't need to be backed by any underlying asset, which used to be gold. And cryptocurrencies have two strong advantages over this concept. So as a rule, number of coins or tokens are essentially predefined. But most importantly, cryptocurrencies, especially such as Ethereum, Cardano, Tron, Ripple, and so on, are not only means of payment or speculative instrument. It's actually an engine that can additionally execute business transactions, for example, using smart contracts.
Thank you, Dima. So thank you, Eric. Thank you, Dima. While I know you guys are trying to keep brief, let's try and minimize it a little bit further. We've still got quite a lot of questions to go through. So we have two questions for Changelly about potential tokenization from X10Easy and at 10 Rhythms 29. Do you have any plans to launch your very own token? I'm not sure what the token economics behind it might be, but it'd be very interesting. And also, do you have any plans to make your coin token?
No.
Just no.
No. Why do we need to launch our own token? We already have a tons of partners, and we provide a platform that allows our partners to display their token assets and everything to our users and to our wallet partners. We provide a very important solution that where if we want to launch our own token, it would probably, it just wouldn't make any sense in terms of how we operate as a business.
Okay. All right then. You got your answer. At Darko Monevsky for BC Vault. What are the key differences between the BC Vault and the other top hardware wallets that make BC Vault so much better and superior to them, in your opinion? Does it support SegWit, native SegWit on Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, actually, we mentioned a lot of them already, so I'll just focus on SegWit and native SegWit, for example. Yes, of course, we support SegWit and native SegWit. And one of the big differences here is, though, no matter which address you use, in BC Vault, this is still one wallet. So if you have a Bitcoin wallet and you are a novice user, you don't even care about it. You have a regular address, a Legacy address, you have a SegWit address, and you have a SegWit native address, and whatever you use goes to one wallet. So the big difference is we really try to make it helpful and easy to understand, which might be quite challenging thing to do for the novice users too. But on the other hand, if you want to do some advanced stuff, you can still do advanced stuff if you are an advanced user. So I would just limit my answer to SegWit and non-native SegWit things in that, and we'll go through a couple of more differences later on in different questions.
All right. Thanks, Alan. The next question for BC Vault. At my Kim Fuong 1. What is the technology that at BC Vault users use to protect against hackers and data protection? Someone talked that use QR code rather than other methods such as USB, Bluetooth, NFC, or Wi-Fi. So how do you think about that? And what's at BC Vault using at the moment?
Okay, so first of all, I already mentioned how we handle the USB communication and everything, and the QR code is really only used as a backup. So whenever you print out a backup on an old regular paper, you know, the thing you write on with a pen, you print out the QR codes, and those QR codes can help you restore the complete wallet, and you will still have to use passwords and pins, as you already mentioned. So the thing is that even the backup restore process is kind of protected, where if you are a novice user, you can always choose and use empty password and use empty pin. We will not enforce anything on you. So if you are really novice user, you don't know what you're doing, no worries. You can use empty password, empty pin, and later on just change it and go step by step in the terms of security. So we already mentioned a lot of things that protect you against hackers, but then again, I cannot emphasize that enough, that you have to take care about that. That's your problem, right? If I control your machine, things can happen. You can have a lot of hardware wallets, but if I'm able to persuade you to do things, well, you might have a problem there. So take care about your desktop and take care about your crypto wallet, and the rest will be handled by us and Changelly.
Wise words. Keep in mind, users, keep in mind. Okay, to the next question. At Ingentos1 for BC Vault. Most of the hardware wallets are cumbersome to use. How is BC Vault a user-friendly, secure, and cost-effective wallet? If hardware wallets can be used as debit cards in the shops with the available tokens in wallet, then it would be awesome. What's your views on this? What step will you do to make users engage more to use BC Vault wallet, and how can you show major advantages over standard software wallets? Maybe Dima?
Yeah, so I'll keep it very short. Essentially, the word vault reflects our view on this point. So if you look at your, old school financial setup, you had a savings account, checking account, you had credit cards that you carry around. Maybe you had a box in a bank vault. So BC Vault is meant as a strong protection for your assets on every level. It's not meant to be something that you use to pay for coffee in Starbucks. It's meant to securely store your assets and give you a peace of mind that the assets are indeed secured very, very strongly. So myself personally, I keep at least 90% of my digital assets on BC Vault as a rule. Not on Exchange Wallet, not on hot wallets. I'm based in Hong Kong. We have locations that accept crypto. So I have a software wallet that I use for that purpose, but majority of my assets are stored on the product that we developed.
Okay, thanks, Dima. Next question. At Prue's Money for BC Vault and Changelly, what was the most challenging stage for your work? What is your suggestion to young people about this? Alan, you can start.
Yeah, thank you. Young people don't go into that. No, I'm joking. You must understand that BC Vault is fully developed by us, meaning everything from software, enclosure, electronics, the components, the firmware, everything was made by our team from ground up. And that's a pain, believe me. You want to do aluminum housing, you have to find people that know how to do CNC milling. You have to do the tolerances. You have to do EMC regulation testings. You have to do electrical radiation testings. You have to do so much things on every level that you better have excellent team. And if I can give one advice to young people, first, it's really easy to have a great idea, but without the team, there's nothing. You know, if you don't have really, really, really good team to cover all your bases, think again, try to regroup, try to find more people, because it's really, really easy to fall down, and it can be really hard to get back up again. So people first, and once you are confident that people around you trust you and can perform on the tasks you expect them to perform, go ahead and make your dream true.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, just a second what Alan was saying. I mean, you know, opinions are kind of like, you know, they're kind of like assholes. I mean, everybody has one. But at the end of the day, like, you know, we need to be very focused, and we need to be able to not only have these ideas and come up with all these theories and what if and maybe and let's see and try. And it's not only about the team, because the team is only as good as somebody makes them. They need the direction, and the direction also comes with execution. If you don't have execution, you don't have a business. You don't have a successful company in which customers can trust and interact and do. I think one of the biggest things with Changelly is the fact that we've been able to execute on this vision that we've had for, you know, the past 5 years now, hence making it one of the most in-demand and utilized products in the actual entire ecosystem. So we've been able to obviously perfect that offering, perfect that platform, perfect that technology, so that partners and users and anybody can feel comfortable with what we provide. So we feel that product first, customer second, and obviously, you know, trust and transparency and security third.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you. At Sergey2408 for BC Vault. Question 1. How much safer is the BC Vault wallet rather than the Ledger Nano wallet? Have there been any cases of theft of funds? And question 2, how many active people in the world use BC Wallet? Are there any statistics on this at the moment you'd like to share?
Okay, so we get that a lot. It's not a competition, so it's not about that. I would say it's about how you take care about possible risks that can happen. So let me just notice 2 examples of how we do things different. For example, there was a side channel attack on Ledger device or Trezor device or any kind of device that actually displayed the PIN code. So when you type in the PIN, you see the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a security researcher had an idea that actually he can read the current of the display. And based on that current, he can guess the pixels in each line, and then he can get out the 24 words. Well, it's a possible side channel attack, but BC Vault never had it. You know why? Because we said, oh, it's not really good to show the numbers on the display. We don't use numbers anyhow, because you'll introduce a problem. What if somebody can read the display, then they can see the PIN? So we didn't have the issue in the first place because we didn't display the numbers. We just displayed the stars. As for example, when you're entering your password on your computer. Why do you think there are stars? Because if somebody is looking into the display, they will not see your password, right? So another example would be the 24 words we already mentioned, where if somebody gets your 24 seed words with wallets that use BIP39, they might be really smart. They might get the words, use the words, and monitor all your wallets, because all your wallets from past, present, and future are linked. So they will say, oh, this poor sucker just has 5 Ethereum. I'll do nothing. I'll just wait for him. And then in a couple of years, maybe you'll store 5 Bitcoin on that wallet. And boom, they will strike down because they already have your 24 words, but you don't know that. So we took a different approach on that too. And I think the second part of the question was related to statistics and how many people actually use it, yeah, and tapped. So as Dimitri already mentioned, BC Vault has a bounty wallet. When somebody will be able to crack BC Vault device, they are free to take the Bitcoin. It's still there, and the address is published on our support page, so you can check it's still there. So up to now, we don't know of any such case. And there are thousands and thousands of BC Vault devices out there already because the product is already on the market for quite some time. We are not from yesterday.
Alrighty then. Thanks, Alan. One of our last predetermined questions from @Fedorenkowalex1 for BC Vault. In order to drive mass adoption, we need more user-friendly and easy-to-use products. My question is, why should someone use a hardware wallet? And do you think someone new to crypto would be able to use BC Vault? If yes, what features have been introduced to make it usable by all?
Okay, if I may.
Dima?
So fundamentally, our approach in creating BC Vault as a product was very different from what I imagine it looked like, let's say, by earlier players such as Trezor or Ledger. We didn't have a mission to create yet another product. In fact, it took us several months to convince ourselves that it's indeed necessary to create this product, because we identified and communicated with crypto community on flows of functionality, missing functionalities that are necessary and either cannot or are currently not approached by any other hardware wallet producer. So first thing that comes to my mind is, as Alan mentioned, the big upside is a big display that we have, right? So we're using a large display to display all information about transactions. You have omnidirectional joystick. So many people say that it resembles a little bit like it looks a little bit like iPod Nano, the first version of iPod Nano that was introduced by Apple. So this joystick is a second layer of protection during execution of transactions. So you need to approve transaction with a correct sequence on this omnidirectional wheel. Secondly, we did not factor in, when we designed BC Vault, we didn't factor in cost of material or cost of production at all. We wanted to have the best components to support the architecture that we had in mind, because we didn't want to compete price-wise. We didn't want to create yet another or cheaper solution. So we're using ferroelectric RAM, as Alan mentioned, that has an upside of maintaining the cycle of retention of 200 years. It has much more robust resistance in writing and reading information, so you can rewrite information many more times compared to Flash. So compared to Flash memory that is used by all other hardware wallets, the guaranteed retention cycle is, I believe, 18 months. Alan, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it can be like, it really depends on the kind of the Flash you're using, but definitely is limited to like a year and something up to like 3 years, and we have 100 to 200 years. That's correct.
Exactly. So people who want to take their wallet and put them in, I don't know, a bank vault and forget about this until the apocalypse comes and all financial system crashes, can use our device without plugging necessity to plug it in every year and a half. It gives you completely complete peace of mind. So our seed is generating using a built-in gyro sensor, as Alan mentioned. Each device has support for over 2,000 active wallets. You can maintain 2,000 active wallets on each device. We allow users to delete wallets if they don't need them, which is very low-hanging fruit, but for some reason it's not possible to do so on Trezor or Ledger. So it is something that was very obvious and necessary. We are also very closely working with major blockchains. We're working with the Ethereum Foundation for upcoming Ethereum 2.0 launch. We have a native support for Binance Chain, Tron, EOS, and many more coming shortly.
Thank you, Dima. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And now on to the live questions for the last couple of minutes we have on here.
We've been running over time. We've been running over time, so I got to go. Like one question, then I got to go.
Fire question, guys. So for both Changelly and BC Vault from @CryptoFrancis. Most people I hear are warning about keeping coins on exchanges as they are at risk. What do you guys think of that? Straight to wallet or exchanges?
It really depends on the elements of risk that you're talking about. But providing, your information and making sure that the company has their proper information, and we're a non-custodial service, so we don't store any user funds. So it doesn't really affect us as much. But at the end of the day, wherever you're putting your funds or whatever service you're using, you should know about that company. And if you don't know about the company, well, it takes about 5 minutes to kind of look in research and look in forums and read about it. So that's what I have to say.
Do your research.
Right.
Exactly.
Do your research.
Be smart.
Nice.
Be smart. Use crypto.
All right. Next question from Tone Fan. Which market are you targeting for 2020 and 2021? Will COVID-19 have any effect on your 2020 plan for both BC Vault and Changelly?
Maybe I'll go first for BC Vault. I can say that COVID-19 and everything else, reflected really positively on how users went to buy crypto hardware wallets, because somehow they got the impact that these things that are happening right now in the world, that might be a big card shuffle in everything. So in that way, it was quite a positive thing, even though the whole COVID situation is not positive, of course. But on the other hand, the supply chains and everything else got affected. So you have to be really smart to navigate those different and difficult waters of COVID-19. And I'm sure that Changelly guys can add up to what happened on their side in this time.
Thank you. Eric? Eric?
I mean, to be honest with you, business as usual. I mean,
Exactly.
We took all the precautionary measures. I mean, there's nothing to change. I mean, everybody in crypto works remotely anyway. We implemented those procedures and processes 5 years ago. So business as usual.
All right. The next question from Dr. Divyamali for both Changelly and BC.
This is the last question. I have to get to another call, guys. Last question. I got to go to another call.
With many blockchain projects and cryptocurrencies out there, what do you think will distinguish the ones that create true impact?
Maybe Eric, go first.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of great projects out there doing a lot of great things. I don't want to single out any one particular project, because that would be obviously, playing fair or playing sides, and we don't do that in our business. We don't like to take position in any tokens or any projects per se. We like to obviously provide an ecosystem that allows projects to showcase their businesses overall. There's a lot of great things happening in the space, a lot of amazing projects, and obviously, BC Vault being one of those partners that we love working with. They work with a lot of tokens as well, and I think the jury is still out because it is so early in terms of what those tokens will do or how those tokens will be used. But at the end of the day, it's early days, and I can't wait to see where these projects go in the next 3 to 5 years.
All right. And yourselves, BC Vault team?
Dimitri?
Eric, do you have to switch off?
Yeah, maybe we
No,
let
go ahead.
Eric switch off.
Let's finish off. Let's finish it off all together. I got 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So personally, I believe in ecosystems. So I may hold Bitcoin, but I'm putting more attention and value personally on tokens that create additional value, such as, for example, Ethereum. So it's Ethereum's value is, to me, not only speculative, but actually driven by adoption of this token in businesses. So I know a lot of businesses that are very dependent on Ethereum blockchain to execute their business. Same goes for EOS, Tron, Ripple, Litecoin in some cases, and so on. So I would say that pay attention to underlying business, not to the coin name. So, I mean, to me, crypto is same as, let's say company shares. I want to know what the company does, and this is what matters to me most. I don't care if there is a huge spike in demand and I don't know, for some reason the token skyrockets. I want to understand why it happens, why demand is there, and what drives it.
Read the papers, as Eric said.
All right. So I think we covered so many great questions today.
Yeah,
before you go, Eric, just before you go, thank you all for sending us your questions. Now it's the moment we reveal the winners for the best questions submitted in Twitter and live chat. Eric and Dima, can you tell us the 4 best questions you chose? One from Twitter and one from the live chat, basically. So via the one from Twitter, the ones that are predetermined. Come on. What do you think? Eric, which one did you like the most via Twitter?
So I really liked, who's the Presumani for BC Vault and Changelly?
Yep, Presumani.
Presumani.
Yep.
That was a very good one. Also,
and via
the other one
was
the
live one.
Rhythms 29. And also, I really liked I really liked Fedorenko Alex one.
And with regard to the ones via live, the live chat ones, which one did you enjoy the most, Eric? With regard to the market ones, projects with currencies out there.
I'd say the ones I probably like the most are
the one focused around the market, for example.
Yeah, Superman.
There was
146
question. Okay.
Or was it Crypto Chiller? I can't remember now.
There was the ones via live that I just mentioned now, the ones from at Crypto Francis, Tone Fam, and Dr. Divya Mali, focused around
Tone Fam. I like Tone Fam.
All right then.
I gotta
and
go,
yourself.
Guys. We can let Eric go now.
Eric. Yeah, we can let you go, Eric.
No problem. Thank you very much, Eric.
Thank you for your time, Eric.
Bye.
All right. So, BC Vault team, which questions did you enjoy the most? One from Twitter and one from the chat.
Dimitri, go ahead.
So I really like the last question. So here we have the same pick. I don't remember the username. It was something
Dr. Divya Mali.
Dr. Divya Mali. Okay. This is on live chat, and on Twitter, the nickname was Kanv, if I pronounce it correctly.
Kanv.
Okay. KH, then A with, the apostrophe, NH, then V with, well, I will spell it out in a thread on Twitter, and so you guys, if you recognize your name, just direct message me on Twitter. I also like the Superman 146 as well, and Fedoran Co Alex 1. Yeah, I think Eric chose this one as well.
All right. So, basically, the best questions and so on. Congratulations, each of the four. You have won $50 in Ethereum. Basically, how it was put together was only 2 people within the actual, let's say, 2 people were chosen by BC Vault and 2 people by Changelly. What I've done is I've taken the 2 that Eric mentioned first, Prusmani and Tone Pham, and I've chosen Dr. Divya Mali from your guys from the live chat and Kavne from Twitter.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations. You should be on $150 in Ethereum. Now let's see who is the winner of the hardware wallet from the BC Vault side. Dima, can you share with us?
Well, that was my pick, this Kanv.
Kanv was the one that you want for the wallet. Okay, then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, then. So, well done, Governor. and one person, so with regard to the Twitter questions for the $50 in Ethereum.
Yeah, I would say that...
Crypto chill.
Exactly.
No?
Exactly. That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Crypto chiller,
right,
congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you, Dima, Alan, and Eric. Congratulations to the 5 winners today. At Prusmani, Tone Pham, Dr. Divya, Crypto Chiller, and Kavne. Thank you very much. Again, we would like to give the biggest thanks to our live viewers, our users who submitted your questions, and our team for supporting BC Vault and Changelly. I please look forward to our recap article, and don't forget to subscribe to our channels to join our next AMA. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you, Antonio. Have
Thank
fun.
you very much.
Thank you, all the viewers.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Have fun.
Thank you very much.
With crypto. Bye.
Yeah.